Welcome everyone, welcome. Justin M. Bailey here, putting my hands in my pocket. No. Welcome everyone, welcome. Justin M. Bailey here, trying to make a quick update video. Okay, so I'm going to Japan in a couple of days. I'm gonna be there for the better part of 3 weeks. So I'm gonna say perhaps for a good month there's not gonna be anything coming out. It's gonna be fun. I always like Japan. I'm always lucky that I get to go to Japan. Thank you, Yumi. But things are different this time because Yumi and we're not going to be alone. So we'll have to see how that works out. Not exactly looking forward to that part of the trip, but the rest, great. Can't wait. Japan is awesome. Best place to eat in the world. So there's not going to be stuff probably for the next month. I got chapter 4 out. Yes! Yes! Thank you to everybody following the dungeon. Thank you so much. So when I get back, what I want to tackle is, well, first off, I got another chapter of the dungeon all set, ready to go, ready to audio record. So definitely happy to get that out. Plane! Fuck the plane. I've been pushing out chapters. It's been becoming a lot quicker for me to bust out chapters in level 1 and get them ready for audio recording. The first 3 chapters, I'm pretty embarrassed to say, actually. It's like, I wrote the whole damn manuscript years ago, in 2012 and 2013. But when 2016 came rolling along and I took that break to just sit and focus on getting all of it ready for audio recording, I was incredibly surprised to find out how much work level 1 needed. If I can just get through level 1, I'm good. I mean, level 2 and 3, the rest of the book, we're off to the races. We're going. But it just feels to me that just 1 has needed so much work, so much retweaking. And so those first 3 chapters took me a good year to get ready, especially chapter 3. And if that sounds ridiculous, well, you know, maybe one day that'll be a good story to tell if I ever sit down to really talk about writing, which that's not going to be for a while anyways. But I now feel like I am really busting through level 1 and getting everything ready because it feels like I have been given, the best way I can describe it, it feels like imaginatively like I have been given a blood transfusion lately. Mostly thanks to Netflix Castlevania. That show was amazing. It's I'm so happy for that show because it's just, think of all the amazing nerdy shit we get coming out every year. We're spoiled. Best time to be a nerd. But it's almost like there's so much of it, it's like, it's just harder and harder to get really excited, really amped for something coming out. But it's like one of those things where when I first heard that Netflix was making Castlevania, I was like, great, because Netflix makes such high quality stuff. Then I saw the poster, and by the way, I'm so glad it's animated, by the way. I don't think I'd be as excited if it was live action. I think there's certain things, and maybe video game adaptions, maybe they just work best animated. I don't know. But I got hyped for the poster. That trailer, that fantastic one where they were showing a Nintendo Entertainment System like connected to the internet and playing Netflix. Adorable. If only we had that back then. And then the other half of the trailer just explodes and gives you all these amazing images. And I was so excited. But it's one of those things where, hey, trailers lie. They most certainly do lie. I'm hoping the Stephen King It trailers are lying. I hope everybody throws up their arms in the air and says how good it is, because then I will definitely see it. But no, I mean, I was not disappointed when I sat down to watch Netflix Castlevania. My only 2 major critiques are too short. Just 4 episodes. And I was like, oh, I could watch 20 episodes, happily. And that, you know, there was no Castlevania music. Now, I wonder the reasons why they wouldn't use any Castlevania music, because that's a big part of what makes Castlevania Castlevania. Many years ago, I made a video about Castlevania, and I basically compared the whole thing to a rock concert, you know what I mean? So it's like they don't got any of that rockin' music playing, but you know, but maybe they will eventually, you know, but you know, maybe next season they'll bust some out. I mean, something as simple as that lady gets to the castle, how brave is she? And you just see for a moment these gears of the castle turning, and I'm sure I'm not alone. It instantly sparked all these images of always the clock tower, all the gears going, and it's just like instantly right there. Oh, this is Castlevania. And it's like, I thought that first episode was so fantastic. I thought it was great that they focused that entire first episode on Dracula, and it was very sympathetic towards him. You could totally, it's not like trying to wipe out all humanity is forgivable, but it's like one of those things you kind of understand why he's doing it, you know, because it's like one of those things where they really have this great back and forth, which just really shows great, instinctly great chemistry between these two characters, and like almost kind of like where it's almost like Dracula says, I think this could lead to a beautiful friendship, and the next scene they are burning her as a witch. And it's just like, you're just like, oh shit. And for the rest of the thing, I think that really brings the gravity to what's going on in the show. And I love Trevor Belmont. I loved him to death. He's always getting kicked in the dick. I can relate to that. He's a drunk, and he means well, and he gets kicked in the dick. Yep, I hear you, pal. So I think what this did for me is one of the biggest reasons, well, there's many reasons, but one of the biggest reasons I started writing in the first place. Because story-wise, I was always way more inspired by all the games I played than any of the books I was reading. It just felt to me like this was just better stuff, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know, I'm having trouble explaining it, but it's like one of those things where to finally see this thing that I've always wanted, this thing that even personally I've always been working towards to bring. If you take the world I've created for the dungeon, I would describe it as taking Final Fantasy I, Legend of Zelda, and Castlevania and mixing it all up and then seeing what you got. So just seeing this, like, so it's like, oh, it just so moved me. Where it's just, oh yeah, I'm going to try to bust out all of level 1 ASAP, which I know I'm still as slow as molasses. But I hopefully plan to pick things up from here. After Japan, what I want to do videos like here every now and then when I'm learning just to spitball to a camera. I think it's something good to learn. I think maybe if you're a YouTuber, I think you got to learn to spitball and just talk. Where normally I think I like to think of everything I do just like script-wise, where I guess literally kind of like making a sword, where I pound it and I sharpen it and I heat it and I work on it and work on it until it feels sharp enough to just decapitate you with the clearly awesome idea that Justin M. Bailey has come up with. You know, but I think just these ones, then I don't know, I guess I would just compare these to just like fisticuffs, you know, whatever. Give me time. I'll get better at talking to cameras. Anyways, yeah, I plan to still make those videos where I try to put a lot of work into it. Probably not as much, but I still like making them. But then also these, I really enjoy doing opinion pieces, and I'm surprised. You know, of the people who are subscribed to my channel, who regularly follow my stuff whenever I put stuff out, the most popular video all year is actually JMB and the Dangers of Being Too Social, which is great because I wanted to make more opinion pieces anyways. So the rest of the year, and I've probably for the rest of the history of this channel, I'll be making videos like this. I'll be making opinion pieces. The two big things I want to tackle is I want to make something on X-Files and specifically Jose Chung's From Outer Space. Please watch it. It's phenomenal. I don't think this episode just discredits the X-Files and makes that whole show look stupid, which would a lot of fans argue. There's plenty of fans that don't like Jose Chung's From Outer Space for that. Technically, you might be able to argue that it makes all of reality look stupid too. So I want to talk about that. And actually, I touched the surface on this on the It video, so you've already watched that. You know a little of what I'm talking about. And I want to hate that noise. And I want to make a video about Vampire Hunter D. Those are the two projects I want to get out. And then opinion pieces, dungeon chapters, that's the stuff I want to get done from here. And then it'll be January 2nd, 2018. And then I'll figure out where I'm going to go from there. I think I have a pretty good idea, but I'll talk about it then. So I'm going to Japan. I hope all is well. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.